at Rick Scarlato and Joey Korsiak. It's a second round winner side match. Race to 6, alternate break, BCA rules 8-ball. I'd like to just take a moment to apologize to our viewers that had to watch that match that I just played. That was not one of the prettier matches I've ever been involved in.
By either player, really.
Yeah, no, I mean, Mikey beat me 6-0, but that definitely was not his best game either.
That just makes it feel worse for you, I'm sure, because you had so many chances. I've been there so many times, man, where I'm playing a guy that I go into the match, I know I'm not the favorite, and then he doesn't play like himself, and I just still, it's like I think he's supposed to win or something.
So if you lose because he just never misses a ball, even if you're not playing your best, well, he never missed a ball. You probably weren't going to win anyways. But
you can live with it.
Yeah.
We got Dylan in the booth with us as well.
Yeah, I'm just listening to your stories. So,
well, I gotta come up with all the stories. I haven't played a match yet, so I'm passing the time. But we got a early tournament dandy right here. This is a great match. Two of the better players in the field. Obviously, everybody knows how Joey's been playing. Last 3 trips to Maryland, 3rd, 2nd, 1st in that order.
Yeah.
From if I'm remembering correctly.
No, I don't think the first was in the Maryland State 9-ball here in May, and I'm pretty sure he's one of the Dynaspheres that he finished high in was after that. So I don't think it was 3rd, 2nd, 1st in that order.
So what, 2nd at the Maryland Big Table 9-ball?
No, he was 1st at the Maryland Big Table 9-ball.
Okay.
And I'm saying I think one of the other 2 high finishes was after that. But either way, he's been top 3 the last 3 times he's come to Maryland.
Yeah, which is crazy in the fields. For anybody to have 3 top 3s in a row in these fields is ridiculous.
Larry's saying 3rd, 1st. He's saying he won 2 of them.
I wasn't sure if he had won both of them or if it was a 2nd and a 1st. I think Larry may be correct, actually.
Oh, that's right. He did. He double dipped Del Sim.
I remember that one.
Yeah, and then he won here.
And he won the Big Table.
Yeah, he won the Big Table 9-ball here. He beat Nathan Childress in the final.
3rd, 1st is ridiculous. And by the way, the 3rd, he lost to Rafael DeBreo and Shane Van Boning, so not too shabby there.
Yeah.
So the first rack here, Joey breaks dry, so Rick gets the first whack at the balls here. I think solids are the better choice here. 10-ball is a problem for stripes.
Really, for the solids, the biggest problem would be the 8-ball. You have to manufacture a shot there. It may go to the side once the 3 and the 4 clear.
Yeah, it's tight by the 9.
It also goes to the bottom side.
Goes to the near side.
Goes to the near side.
But with the position of those stripe balls, it gets a little bit hairy. I mean, you're going to take a cut shot on it, but you're just going to have to get good, you know.
Well, from the position of the 7-ball, that's not really that difficult.
I agree, but you may need the 7 to get to the 3 and the 4, so you may not have.
He could make the 3 right now. Where he's at.
Are you sure the 3 passes the 7?
I believe so. He's got him.
Yeah, it looks like it probably does actually. Yeah. So you're right. If he's thinking that far ahead, which he should be, the 7 is a good key ball for the 8 in the left-hand side pocket as we're viewing the table now. But you need to get the 3 and the 4 out of there.
I mean, could he cut the 4 in now and come below the 3 to shoot the 3 up to the corner?
I think it may be tough to check the cue ball enough with how thin that is. I do believe it's makeable for sure.
Well, looks like he's looking to take stripes.
Yeah, and I think what we're talking about is the deal there. The 8-ball is the biggest issue for the solids, but there's a lot of issues for stripes.
And another issue for stripes is the 9-ball doesn't really have a pocket either. Well, it goes in the top left, but that's about it.
I think it's straight in right now from 3 inches away. That's not where he was trying to go by his body language.
No,
I think he was trying to go a little bit more. That way he could break the 10 and the 8 right now.
Yeah, get a position on the 12 to break out the 10-ball.
Yeah, but I think he's straight in.
On the 12. I think he's actually cutting it the wrong way a little bit.
Yeah, and he's shooting directly over top the 9.
So he'll pinch the 9 and come back to try to get that angle on the 12 that we were just talking about.
Yep, he might be looking at shooting the 15. I don't know what you get out of shooting the 15 though.
It may just be an easier shot. When you're so close to the 9 ball and you have to cut it a little bit, sometimes those can play tough, especially if you have to put a little bit of, like he wants to put a stroke on it and get back across the line for the 12. So I think it's still
I
the
think he
shot.
might go over for the 13 first and then come back for the 12.
The 9 was definitely the right shot there.
I agree. But
you played a 15 there. You don't really have position anymore. I mean, you have to go. I don't even know, like 3 rails around.
yeah, I agree. There's no way I'm shooting the 15. He also needs to take care of this stripe that's closest to the 7. It does not pass the 7,
Yeah,
so
I
he needs
believe
to get
that's
short
the
side
11.
on that.
He might shoot that now because he's dead straight in on the 13.
I think if he's dead straight on the 13, he'll probably play that and pull back a hair for an easier cut on the ball that we're talking about. Is that the 11?
I believe it's the 11.
It's the 14.
It is the 14. I just
Can
didn't
only see that by looking at the table. I have no idea on the monitor.
No, me either. I just didn't remember the 11 ball doing anything. Maybe it went on the break. No,
Yep.
that's the 11 sitting in the middle of the table. Never mind.
So he's
No,
playing
that's
the
the
14.
15. I
That's
don't know what happened to the 11.
I think the 12 is in between the 13 and the 10.
Yeah.
I think the 11's gone already.
Yes, it is. I just don't remember what happened to it.
I think he shot that in the side in the very first shot.
Okay.
So
This is
now
the
he could,
angle that he wanted.
now he could play the 12 and bump the 8 and have a shot at the 10.
Yeah, but this can get a little hairy as well. If your cue travels through the 8 at all, you kind of get a funky angle on the 10, and you need to climb a lot if you're going to get the 15 on the side without having to go into traffic. So you got to hit this one good.
He needs to hit the 8 full in the face. I mean, full in the face, and he can't use any spin.
I agree.
Because if he uses any spin, the cue ball is going to go through the 8.
Yep.
But if he doesn't use any spin, the cue ball just stop at the 8.
And if he gets a little bit of a back cut on the 10, that's fine. He can use that to get to the other side of the 13 that he needs.
So
He went into the 10.
I didn't like bumping the 10.
Man, I think he just knew what we were talking about. Like, you have to hit that perfect or you're dead. Like, we're not talking like you're out of line. We're talking you're dead if you don't get good on that 10 ball on that shot. So now he has the 15 to get back in line, and he has those 2 balls out in space.
But even if you shoot the 15, it's a dead scratch. So you're going to have to draw it.
Yeah, I don't think
into
he's
the 1 ball.
perfect here.
What do you really do here? I mean,
Yeah, he's not in good shape.
You're still almost dead from here.
Okay, table 10, Robert Ritter.
He may play the
Randy
15 in the
Davis,
corner and
table
go into
10.
the 3.
That might be his best shot.
Yeah, I think it probably is from here. I think he was in a real hairy spot, and I think we should go all the way back to the decision for stripes or solids here. I don't think he'd be fighting this hard with the solids. He just had to get good on the 8.
No, I agree. I definitely thought solids was the way to go from the break.
Solids were wide open. You didn't even have to move a ball on the table.
Just needed a good key ball for the 8, like you said, the 7.
And the
it
7's
was
the
there.
duck.
Yeah.
Even if you get on the left side of it, all you got to do is just a touch of left-hand English and you come straight up. Now he's fighting in the win. Now he
is playing it to the side.
Yep.
He's going to
gonna
go
try
off the 1 and 3 rails.
He's going to try to come in between the 1 and the corner pocket.
Oh, wow.
No, it's not going to work.
Yeah, he got more draw on that than I think he thought he was going to. I don't think he thought he was going to go to that side of the 2 ball.
Probably going to see him play the 3 ball very quickly. That's the only
Yeah.
ball that's halfway trouble. He may play the combo, actually. He can play it straight up in the corner past the 2, but the combo is fine as well.
He's going to play the 7. I actually like playing the 7. And then
Well,
the
you could
4
play
ball.
the 3 in the corner next, or just play the 4 and clear the 3.
Yeah,
I
the
like
7
playing the 7-4 and leaving the 3 there.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh, because the 3
yeah,
goes in the corner once the 7's gone, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and once the 4's gone, goes in the side easily, so
Yep.
it's no longer a problem ball.
Yep,
Yeah, I like
agree.
playing the 4 and then maybe the 2 or the 5 after.
He can do whatever he wants here. We can speculate a lot, but he can play a lot of different patterns from here. It doesn't really matter.
he's
He's going to
playing
get the
3
3
ball.
out of the way still. And like, even though it goes to the corner, he cleared it. It is still the worst ball on the table, because
Yes.
its proximity to the side pocket. You're not really gonna fight to get below it. You could, but it was the only ball that he really needed to get to a specific spot on the rest of the rack. Once it's gone, everything's open, and the center of the table's open.
He might use the 1 ball as his key ball here.
I would say, yeah, I would say probably the 1 or the 2. Well, even the 5 now. He
Oh
might go to the
yeah, I'm
5 now.
thinking the 5 now because
I like the 1 or the 2 better. He played,
As
and
I
that's
say,
why
I
he
think
drew
he's
back
gonna,
for the
yeah, he's
5.
going to take the 5 now.
yeah, he's gonna play the 1 as his key ball. Stop
Yeah.
it there. You could play the 2.
2,
I
come
think this
1
is-
rail back out.
across.
This is still a matter of preference. Some guys play the 1 first here. This is half
Which he
6 and
is.
1,
Table
half dozen in
3,
the other.
Mike Flippin and Junick, table 3. Please come get your score sheet.
Yeah, I would have played the 2 and come across for the 1, but yeah, I agree. It's just a matter of preference. There's
Yeah,
not a,
and like there's times when the patterns are like vital. There was probably 13 different patterns he
Yeah.
could have played with those 5 balls, and all of them would have been right as long as he paid attention the whole time.
yeah.
So after a mistake on Rick's part, Joey's looking to go up 1-0.
Yep.
Yeah, things got real tough real quick with that stripe pattern for Rick, and I
Yeah, I honestly think he picked wrong.
think we're all in agreement on that. And if he goes back and watches this, he may agree with us too. But it's so funny, like sometimes, like you're telling yourself when you're picking a ball set that you start with the 8 and work backwards. You see what pockets the 8 has once the group's gone, and if you did it that way, the stripes were better. But there were so many problems with the stripes that I think you just kind of sometimes the rule is you take the group that is better for the 8 ball, but the exception is you don't take a group that's better for the 8 ball if there's 3 problems.
Right. All right, so Rick will be breaking here, trying to even this match.
Yeah, see, he was trying when he did the breakout. I think I like bumping the 8 better than bumping the 10. Because I think more can come out of bumping the 8 than bumping the 10.
We
if he
did. Larry in the comments did suggest that bumping the 8, he might have been in danger of bumping the 8 into the side pocket, but
Well, it's just a pinch stroke. You're not hitting it
Yeah, I don't think you're
hard
hitting it very
enough to
hard.
get
I
the
agree
8
with
to the
that.
side pocket. It's just a pin. You're just pinching the ball into the pocket and just bumping the 8 a touch. You're not moving it all the way to the rail or into the pocket.
I think this is a great example of why pool is so great and why it's so complex and why we love it so much, because we're having a conversation about a shot that happened 10 minutes ago and we're still interested in it. I don't know if the
Yeah.
people watching still are, but we're all having a great conversation about a mistake that happened 15 minutes ago. Gotta love it. And there's something else to talk about now. We have another rack, and it's
Yes.
going to be different.
And it's dry, and he's dry.
broke
So
dry.
Joey.
Yeah.
So now we'll see Joey's selection.
Yeah, there's a number of problems in this rack.
Yeah, for both sets.
It's kind of funny after Joey, got the 3rd place at the Dynaspheres and then the 1st place at the Maryland State 9 ball. He went, of course, first in the Calcutta at the 8 ball Dynaspheres, and I was talking to my buddy Eric, and I said, "Yeah, I wonder if he can play 8 ball." No, so by the way, guys, he can play 8 ball. we found out.
Yeah.
So if that stripe that's below the 8, 7, and 8 there, if he's straight in on that and he could draw back he could play the 10 afterwards and break the 14, and then it'll solve the 12. It'll solve the 12 also.
Yeah.
Because if you play solids here, there's really no breakout for the 2 ball, except for maybe the 1 ball.
Larry makes a
And
great point
honestly,
of the comments
the 3
here,
and the
guys.
6 don't sit well for solids either.
Larry
Yeah, so
made
I think I like stripes here.
I was almost going to make the same point that Larry said, not necessarily about that shot and trusting your speed, but I think even the decision making, stripes versus solids, you can kind of get into a place where you second guess yourself a little bit when you're finally in a match where you're a big underdog, because Rick's not in a lot of matches like that.
Yeah.
He plays as well as just about everybody around, but here is a match where he's a pretty heavy underdog. Not that he can't win, but you can get a little tight on your decision making, and some of your fundamentals can get a little tight as well.
So I think Joey's going to just make this ball and draw back. He draw back a lot further than I expected there.
Yeah.
A little bit fortunate to clear and have the 11, and he may actually have the 15 straight in the corner as well.
Yeah, but now
Now he's got to get back
things are
and
tough
figure out what to
because-
do with the balls on the rail and the 14 ball.
So that's why I liked just drawing back a little bit, and he would have had perfect angle to make the 10 and bust the 14 right there.
I think he kind of needed to get on that stripe that's on the rail. Is that the 9 ball? He needed to be on that
Yeah.
with his next shot. I agree. Just draw it back a little bit. But you need one of them balls gone.
Well, what I'm talking about is you draw back to the gap,
Oh, that's so crazy.
How do you go through that?
How do you go through that? If
But
he hits
look,
any of those balls, the rack is better.
now he's at where I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If he just plays this ball and plays the 10 into the pocket and bumps the 14 out, he'll have this
And you're
ball
on
on
the
the
9.
rail.
Yep, I agree, and that is the shot. You'll see him play this with a little bit of high inside,
Sorry.
high right, and just try to go straight full into the face on the 14. And you have to go full into the face because if you thin it, you can get behind the 6-3 and not have the 9 anymore. So, I mean, he still would have the 11 if that happened, but you want to get this 9 out of here so you don't get into a situation where you're forced to play the 12 ball down table. It's pretty good, but it's exactly what we talked about. What I just talked about, how he doesn't have the 9 now. So now the pattern gets a little bit tougher. I think you need to go now from the.
He can go from the 11 to the 9 here.
Yeah,
if
that's
he
what I
needs-
like. That's what I like. I was going to
And-
say you could go from the 11 to the 14, but then you have to really play for that window and get good.
If you play to the 11 to the 14, you got to play the 12 after the 14. This
See,
12 to the 8's tough.
ooh, this might not be good. Oh, that ball just got a lot tougher. Not a lot tougher, but it got a little tougher. It doesn't go down table now.
As
and
long
I
as
think,
he makes the 9 and goes 1, 2 back across, he can cut that 12 up the corner and still have the 14.
I agree, but what I was going to say is if you end up a little bit steep on the 9 like this, it's easier to just come back for the 14 next and then play the 12 down table, but he does not have that now.
No.
He has to go from the 9 to the 12 and take a steep cut on the 12, or play the 12 now.
He's gonna play it now because he's almost in prime position to play it, and he might bump the 6 here.
Might bump the 5 too.
He
He missed
overcut
it.
that.
And he tried to spin all the way around. That was an interesting shot selection there.
It was, but in the end, he comes out with the 12 blocking the 2 ball.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
he does have the 3 ball down there to easily break out the 2 ball.
Hi,
But if I'm-
Christopher. Glad you could join us.
But if I'm Rick now, I might honestly play the 5 and get rid of it because it's an issue sitting there for me anyway.
I think it's far enough away from the side where it's going to be easy to use the 6 or the 7 to get on and play it up into the corner where he's standing closest to now. But the biggest issue that he has here is there's not a great insurance ball when he plays from the 3 to break out the 2. Because you might end up with a long straightish shot on the 6, but possibly elevated or hampered by the stripe balls there.
Yeah.
You kind of need to get a shot on the 2 when you play the 3.
The biggest issue is right now is he really doesn't have a great shot other than the 4 and the 1 or the 5.
I think I'm playing the 1 if it's me.
He's definitely not going to play the 3 right now.
No, you can't. Yeah, you're dead if you play the 3.
I think
Not
I'm,
dead. I mean, you could still. You can get.
I
From
think
the 1
honestly
to
he
the 2.
could play the 5 and break the 2 with the 3 balls as insurance ball.
I kind of like that actually, but you have to make the 5 because you're selling out the whole rack if you don't.
So say I'm playing safe here. I'm coming off the 6 ball and just running the cue ball down here.
You go that extra rail and put him behind the 4.
There's 2 issues with
You're
that,
going to
Dave.
do that.
I don't hate it, but the one is the 9 could potentially go off the 3 in the
Yeah,
side.
okay. Yeah, I'd have to take a look at that. If the
Yeah.
9 can go, then
He is playing your shot though, and he might
Yeah.
get behind the 4.
the
Not
reason
quite.
I don't like going behind the 4 is because if you come out, he has a shot on the 14. And
Wayne
No,
Everhart,
I
Joe
think
Norton,
I think
table
even if he
7.
didn't, he had a shot on the 14,
Wayne
and he was
Everhart,
almost
Joe
guaranteed to
Norton,
have the
table
back
7.
cut.
Please come get your score sheet.
I
Yeah, but
like
I'd-
Rick's shot. I think the only way he's out now is if he plays a tough cut shot to make the ball off the 3, and then has to get good for the 14 to break out the 12. So
Well, the thing is, if he plays the 9 off the 3 might run into the 2 ball.
it's a chance you got to take. It's all you got. If it goes, you have to shoot it.
And that's what he's shooting.
Yeah,
Wow.
and that shot plays so tough if you're cutting the 9. You need to be. Those shots are way less makeable if you're not looking right down the shot line at how you have to hit the 9 off that ball.
So honestly, here I like playing the 6 and then the 4, clearing that pocket for the 7. I mean, the 7 might pass as it is. But I like
I think you're saying between the 4 and the 8.
yeah, I like just getting rid of those 2 balls because and then after he plays the 4, he can get in perfect angle to use the 1 to break the 2 and the 12, and then he has the 3 as the insurance.
I think if it's me, I'm going into the 2 right now. I'm playing the 1 and then going 3 to the 2. And this is a better breakout on the 2 than what we had earlier because you're going to be hitting the 2 out away from those stripes down table where it's closer to other balls, even if it does get into trouble.
Well, honestly, he's probably better off running into the 12. Because if
Yeah,
you run
sure, yeah.
if you
So
run
he's
into the
looking
2,
at the combo, which is what I was wondering.
That's
about
actually a
here.
great option too.
I
It just
don't like
needs
the
to-
combo because if you hit it wrong, that 12 sits in the pocket and then it could block the 2 ball
Yeah.
from.
I don't think it can on a make here though. The way where the 3 is sitting in the pocket, the 13 has
Yeah, I
to
agree.
kind of hit the right
yeah,
side.
with the 3 to that side of the pocket, I think that the 12 ball is going to just naturally go away from the pocket after you play the combo.
Well, what I'm saying is if he hits the wrong side of the 3, that 12 ball sitting there.
I agree, but I'm saying if he hits the wrong
100%.
side of the 3 doesn't go.
I think it'll go. Yeah, it'll go.
I also just think the 2 and the 12
Well, I don't think he's
are
playing the
so
combo
close
from there.
together and so lined. Yeah, if you get closer to straight in, I don't think you can hit the wrong side of the 3 because the 2 and the 12 are pointed directly at the correct side of the 3.
I've done it and seen it before. So,
Yeah, I think if it was me, I'd have played the 1 and then used the 3 to break out the 2. I like it better now because you have insurance balls and the cue balls coming down towards the rest of the solids and the 2's coming down towards the rest of the solids.
well, I like using the. If you're going to break it up, I liked using the 1 ball to break the 12 and the 2 up and leaving the 3 there as an insurance ball. Because if you hit the 12 wrong, you can end up on the 2 with no shot.
I agree with that. But the only reason I slightly disagree in this case is because he had to play a couple balls to get him to the right angle on the 1, and then you're playing the breakout a little bit later in the rack than I like to do it. That's my only slight counter argument to that.
Yeah,
But
well, now
you're not wrong about
He's
what you say
still-
at all.
He's still playing balls and he hasn't broken up the 2 yet.
I
so-
agree, but he didn't
Yeah.
do the shot that I said either. So
But he's definitely planning on playing that as the combo. He just wants to get a better angle for
Yeah,
it.
he's going to do it right now probably.
5 to the 2.
Yeah.
It's just so nerve-wracking. Another thing that I find is when you're playing 8-ball and you're waiting really late in the rack to break a ball out, in the back of your mind, you have to do that the whole time. And then, like, you can be a little bit distracted on some of the other shots. So you play try to be a little bit too perfect on your other positional plays because you know you have to get good on that last breakout. When you play that one good shot in 8-ball that opens the whole rack out, you can kind of take that breath of fresh air. But
Yeah,
he hit
no,
this
I agree.
so,
Yeah,
so
he hit
good.
that really well.
Not out of the woods yet. I think he may have to draw all the way back to the 4 here.
Or he can just play the
He's
4.
looking to see if the 7 goes by the 4.
He all he has to do is draw back as far as he is now.
I agree.
He could just then spin the 4 in. He's on the 7.
But sometimes it's easier to draw it all the way back because you take this is good. This is the shot that you called. The only thing about that is sometimes, like if you draw it back too far and get behind the 8, I guess in this case the 7 would go at that point.
Now, make sure you spin this enough. You don't want to scratch on the side.
Yeah, and this is, like I was just getting ready to say, I don't think you can scratch on the side, but the shot you're talking about, you never think you can scratch on the side, and then there it goes.
Yes.
So.
Well, here I think he has perfect angle to, if he makes the 4, he's going.
Guys, I'm going to step out and go play my match. You guys are hanging out with Dave
Good.
Nangle
Yeah.
and Dylan Spoor.
Good luck, Jeremy.
Good luck. Now he's pretty good here on the 7. He could just go 2 rails like he just did.
Yeah, shoot the 8 in the same pocket. Neek, the Maryland State bar table tournaments are being played at Brews and Q's still. We run them on the bar table and on the big table. The next bar table event is the last weekend in September, the 25th and 26th. Will be the Maryland State Bar Box 8-ball championship. Okay, so Rick ties this match up at 1.
Get out there by Rick. So Joey to break.
Yes. Tied at 1 here.
$15 goes off the point. It's gonna be another dry break.
Yes. Yeah. Neither of these players have gotten the ball down yet on the break in this match. Solids are all pretty open again, but the 8 will
The 8
not
ball
be
again.
easy. Kind of similar to the first rack.
Yeah.
Joey broke where the stripes were tied up, but
Well, here I kind of like playing the 7 ball. Stun, and you can play the 1, 6, 5, the 3 to get to the 4, and then the 2, and then you can play the 8 by where the 3 is.
all right. I mean, it's a tight. I can see that.
I mean, I think that's his best pattern. I don't really
Yeah.
see much else. I mean, he's playing.
He's
playing it
starting
now.
with the 4 and
He may-
looks like he's going for looking to
He's
set
gonna-
on the 2.
He's probably gonna break up the. He's probably gonna move the 8. That's the only way I could see him going this way. Which isn't a bad option. He has the 6. He's both the 6 and the 3 as insurance balls. So you just got to make sure he hits the 8 here.
Azrael, no, there's no. This tournament reports to Fargo, but it's an open tournament, even races, so there's no. And there's no Fargo limit on the tournament.
Well, he moved the 8 enough now that it goes to the bottom right.
Okay,
So
table 8, Clint Clayton, Russell Obaker. Table 8. Table 11, Mike Edel, Joe Harrison. Table 11.
now you could roll the 6 in and probably shoot the 5 next.
Yeah. Okay, I just took a look over the monitor. I don't know how he's going to plan to play it, but the 8 does go between the 13 and the 11 up into the corner.
Yeah. Well, I think the 8 also goes in the bottom right. As long as you land between the 13 and the 11.
Yeah, I was just looking at shooting it up in the top left, just because there's nothing in the way of getting on it in that direction. It's a harder shot, but if you saw any of my match, my speed control is terrible, so I don't like trying to get in between 2 balls.
So if you go your way, you saving the 5 to last?
Yes.
He might be taken that way. Because he's either going to shoot the 7 or the 5 here. This shot will decide which way it goes, I believe.
Yep, and he's taking the 7.
He missed the
Oh,
7
he
ball.
overcut it.
But Joey's still got a mess.
Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do here. The 10 and the 12 tied up. The 15 and the 14 are tied up. I think the 15 and the 14 would both go in that upper right corner if the 10 and the 12 weren't there, but getting the 10 and the 12 out of there is the hard part.
I think he's going to play the stripe that's in the middle. I think it's the 9.
Yes.
And he'll come to the bottom and play safe behind the... He'll hit the 12 and play safe behind the other stripe that's there.
Oh, yeah, good. It's a good plan.
Well, he's
Yeah.
looking to break him up.
Yeah,
That was a pretty good shot.
it was.
But it was a risky shot, too.
Yeah, and he's still got more work to do. I mean, now obviously he can always get down below those balls and play the safe you were referring to off the 12 later.
He could play safe right now if he really wants to. He could bump the 14 to the rail and put him behind the 11 and the 8.
Yeah.
Shooting this, I don't. Oh, yeah, I could. Okay, I see. He could draw it back a couple inches, and then he'll have the 14 in the bottom right. Word that. I didn't see him doing that, but
Yeah, and actually can come one rail out into the 12-10 to break
yeah,
those balls
he wants
up.
to hit the top of the 10 ball here. It looks like he's drawing into them actually.
Yeah, he is. Oh, he hit that really nice.
Yeah, because now he could. Think he'll. I don't know. He could literally play anything here.
Yes.
He's gonna play the 11. He's gonna roll into the 8. Which is fine. Now we could just make both those stripes that are up by that pocket, and then he can shoot the 13 on the side.
Side and just drift a little forward or even stop right there for the 8.
He'll draw it back a little bit. Right where the cue ball is now.
Oh,
is
no,
where he
I was
wants it.
saying when he shoots the 13, you drift a little forward and
Yeah.
you're straight in on the 8. Yeah, here he'll draw back, try and get pretty straight in on the 13. Yeah, left himself a little angle, but he's still okay.
Yeah, he could just roll this in and be done with it. Actually, it looks like he's stunning,
Yeah,
which is a safer option because you don't want to roll behind the 1 ball.
right.
Stunning, you
Yeah.
can't really get in trouble unless you miscue.
Steve Fleming,
Yeah.
Bethany Sykes, table 13.
Okay, so Joey takes a 2-1 lead. It'll be Rick's break.
That was a really good out by Joey there.
It was. Those balls were not sitting well when he came to the table. I wasn't even sure he was going to try for a run out.
No, I honestly thought he was gonna play. The 9 and just duck behind that
Yeah.
ball because it was a really simple save. All they do is roll it to the rail. And Rick was locked. He couldn't really do much. Even if he kicks and makes a good hit, he's got 2 balls sitting over the pocket. So 2 balls over the pocket and 1 less problem on the table. So Rick to break.
And he gets the 7 ball in the side.
First ball made this set
Yeah.
on the break.
Definitely some issues going on.
Definitely some issues with the stripes.
Yeah, and this whole cluster, the 6, 4, and 8, and I guess that's the 12 ball.
Stripes are probably still the answer, though. You could shoot the 15 now and break the 13. So the 13 doesn't pass the 1 into the pocket. It can go up table, but it won't go there.
The 13. I didn't even see the 13 down there. Yeah.
And the 12 actually goes in the bottom right.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It does.
The only ball it might pass the 6 into the side is the 8 ball. I can't tell 100% if it does.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Oh,
And,
it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes. Yeah, so all the stripes really go. Except for the 13. Well, it goes. It's just you got to get good on it. You might be trying to do that here. Oh, yeah,
missed the
he was.
14.
Because you could see all the English he had on the cue ball. He's giving Joey a really good opportunity to take off in this match.
Yes. And with the
But the
angle he's
thing-
giving him on the 6, I'm not sure I don't take low balls here and break that 4 ball out now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good angle. He could play the 6, break the 4, and he's got the 1 ball as an insurance ball. And the 3 ball passes the 1 ball also, so
Yes.
he has that
Yeah.
insurance ball too. And once he clips the 4 will go off the 13, or the 12, sorry, and go down towards the bottom right pocket.
Yeah, unless he hits it too full, in which case it's going to just stay there. But that would be the only. Although if it's going to knock the 12 away, and unless he ties it onto the 8 ball, even if he did that, he'd still be okay because the
And
4 would go in the corner.
He's going to give this some speed too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when Rick missed that ball, he also put the 9 in front of the 13, so now it can't go up table.
Yeah,
Unless you clear the 9
right, you'd have
first.
to get the 9 out of there first.
He's playing the 3 first.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised he wouldn't. Maybe he wants a little different angle on the 6.
Or maybe he just wants to be closer. No,
Yeah.
I don't think. I don't know.
He's got a little bit more of a cut angle now than he had before.
I think he's going to clip the top of the 4 now. And he missed the 6. It's a big break for Rick, but he tied up the 8
the
with
11 and the 8.
The 13 still doesn't go, so.
Yeah, still a lot of
Still
work
tough.
to do here.
Well, the only biggest issue I have here is I would say he could just stun an 9 ball in and get off the rail, and he'd have perfect angle to break the 11 there with the 12. But the 11-8 might be dead. So if he catches that 11 too thin, yep, they're wired.
Yeah, that's.
So if he catches that 11 thin, that 8's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So here you'd have to, if you're going to break it, you have to go in behind it.
Yeah, kick in behind it.
Kick the ball out. He spun that ball a lot.
Yeah.
He almost spun it out of the pocket.
Yeah, he did. For a second there, I thought it was going to be one of those shots where it hangs, but the cue ball follows in and knocks it in anyways. So it looks like I think Rick was trying to get under the 13 there. Probably wanted to spin it a little more to get over closer to the rail.
Yeah, I don't see him shooting the 13 now.
No,
It's
I
too
agree.
much of a cut. Well, he might just because there's really no other.
At it.
There is really no other option to get back there. So he may have to shoot. He might be trapped to shoot it here.
So well, I was going to say you could try and play more of a safe and just bring the cue ball back into this area.
Well, then you're
But
getting trapped behind the 1 ball if you do that.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my God! It went off the point.
It did.
And it went
did.
to the table.
So an excellent bank shot off the point of the side pocket by Rick Scarlato there.
That was good. I still don't like that 11.
No, I agree because you're.
And now you're getting to the point in Iraq where, honestly, you might have to duck. Just put a ball up by that pocket. That way you can break it up from the 8 ball side instead of trying to break it from the 11 side.
Yeah.
He might try to go into it here.
Yeah, he did try and go into
He
it
tried,
there,
but he really overspun that ball.
yeah.
He was trying to go 3 rails. I don't think that shot was there, Dave. Because even if you do make it and touch D8, you're not going to have much energy left.
Yeah,
After you go 3
and you're
rails.
just pushing the 8 into the 11, not away from it.
Right, so the 8's most likely
yeah.
going to stay in the way anyways.
And you might even end up behind the 8 and not having a shot.
That would be me.
Yeah. But I guess
So
if you're
Joey
not going to
probably
make the
played a
ball,
6.
not getting the breakout and leaving the 8 tied up was probably a good thing for him.
Yeah.
Going with the 1.
Yeah, because he'll go 3 rails here. Like that. Great shot.
Yeah.
Now, he'll probably make this come off the rail and maybe bump the 5, because then he can play to... Oh,
Just
no, he
comes
just came
around
in
the
between.
5. Nice shot.
Okay. Well, he's running a lot of balls, and he's still got that 8 tied up. And I don't like going into it that way.
No,
like
you
I
got
said-
yeah, you've got to
Like I
judge
said
your
earlier,
speed
that
well.
11-8's dead into the pocket.
Yeah, and if you hit it soft enough to not make the 8, you might not get off of the 11.
He's missed it. Oh,
Uh-huh.
went in anyway. These pockets are huge on these two. See, he's looking to come into the rail behind it.
Yeah,
But then you got to worry about putting the 11 on the 4 ball.
right. I didn't even realize I didn't think he had an angle to get there, but oh yeah, he had better angle.
And
there,
that
but
was
that's
another
yep. Yeah, the 11 either on the 4 or just in the way.
So he's a 1 rail with a lot of spin. He could come 1 rail into the 4. If he cuts it in, he'll have a shot on the 8. I don't think he could. Maybe he might be able to get in between them balls. That's what he's looking at.
at it. Yeah.
He might be going rail first. Nope. He tried to go rail first, but didn't get it, so Rick has to get out here.
Yes.
Just roll the 14 in. You get the 11. You make the 15, and you get the 12, and you got the 8.
Yep.
Even if he doesn't like rolling the 14 in, he could just come up. If he likes to stroke it, he can come off up and down. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he rolls it in nicely.
I think he's a little bit sharper than he wanted to be. Yeah, see, he had to check it up a lot there. That was a great shot. And even now, he might play the 12.
Yeah, to play the 12 first, and then.
Because you're not going to get straight in on it again.
No, yeah, I definitely think you got to play the 12 here. 'Cause when you shoot the 15, and then all you've got to do is get out above the 4, and
But he might be tunnel visioned with the 15.
yeah, no, that's true. That was his plan the whole time, and he hasn't. I don't think he's even looked at the 12.
Now-
Oh,
now he's
he's
looking
looking
at
at it now.
I think it's the right option, because if he plays the 12, he could just stop it, and then he could let a stroke out.
Yeah, like I said, as long as you get above the 4 when you
Anywhere
shoot
on
the
the
15,
table's good.
yeah. He's going back to the 15 here. I do not like this.
No, because you have to be perfect. And that's why I didn't like it.
Yep. I mean, he held the cue ball where he needed to, but he missed the shot because of it.
To where if he just shoots the 12 there, he could just freewheel around the table,
Yep.
really. Joey's to come up with a shot here, though. Might try and bump the 8. Or he could hit it with a touch inside and go 2 rails back and forth. I don't really like that
I think
option.
he's banking, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that, though, either because of the 12.
Right.
Now you can see, well, you can't really see him, but he's got a lot of disbelief on his face. Still got a easy rail
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah, I think he expected that ball to run further down table so he wouldn't be behind the 12.
Well, the thing about it was is he had to hold it up with a lot of. He was hitting it full and he was holding up a lot, so the cue ball was losing all of its speed.
Yeah. But it didn't need to go.
No,
Oh,
he hit the
yeah, he
12.
didn't need to go a lot further down table for him to have had a shot there, though. So
No, but he's definitely mad about that.
yeah.
And now he's changing shafts, I believe. So Rick has an easy 3 ball out here to make it 2-2. Joey's break.
All right, so 2-2, Joey breaking. Oh, Virginia, thank you very much. We're glad you've enjoyed our streams. That's why we do them, so people like you can watch them and enjoy them. We enjoy doing this, so it's always nice to know that people enjoy watching it. Okay, so while Joey's racking here, let's get a word from one or two of our sponsors. GMR Construction. We cover all your masonry needs. All right. Okay. Joey hasn't been able to make a ball on the break so far in this match. Let's see if he can get one down here.
Looks like he's going to the second ball break.
No,
Actually, hit him head on.
he hit the head ball, and he's made the 6 and the 10.
Maybe that's what we got to do. We got to start breaking like 9 ball. Maybe try to start making the head ball go towards the side pocket.
Yeah.
The winner of this match plays Mikey Salai.
Yes. Play the 13 on the side, and if he can roll forward without hitting the 9, he might be able to get on. He went into the 9.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
Because now he could play the 9.
I didn't realize he could hit the 9 that full. I thought he was just going to thin it, in which
Yeah.
case he might not have ended up with a shot.
He could play the 9 and roll up. I think he could roll forward just a touch and then he could play the 15 and stun up towards the 12 and save the 11 for his key ball on the 8.
Well, thank you very much, Virginia. We're glad you enjoy it.
Wow, he went to the 12 there. See, for me, I would have got rid of the 15 there.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. The 15 must pass by the 8 into the top corner, otherwise he would have had to have gotten rid of it there, I think.
I think I would have got rid of it regardless.
No, I agree, but if...
Because if he was there with the 15 gone, I mean...
Yeah.
Just 2 ducks, really.
Yep.
Obviously, he didn't like getting rid of it, so...
Yeah.
I didn't like that. He could have came back a little bit further, I think. Because now he's got to play this with inside.
Yeah, as I say, at least for me, I'd rather drop that back a little bit too far than not far enough.
Well, if you draw it too far, and you have the angle going down, you have the angle going into the 5.
Well, I didn't mean that much too. I'm saying if you're going to be a little bit off, I'd rather be a little bit too far. But he played that very nice. And
Yeah, he's straight in. To go up 3-2 and
Yeah.
Rick Scarlato to break.
yes. Okay, and while they
was a
rack,
good-
I will be right back in just a second.
Good break and run there by Joey. First one of the set. So Rick will have to come with an answer here. Made the 5. At quick glance, I like the solid. 12's an issue for stripes, and all the solids have a hole. The only minor issue is dropping on that 1 ball, which you could do now if you really wanted to, but I like getting rid of the 6, the 4, and the 3 real early in the rack. So he's going to shoot the 2 to get up for the 1. Looks like he just rolled it in to play for the 7. Dave's rejoining me back in the booth momentarily.
Okay, I'm back. Richard, we're not really sure why there are so many fewer players this year. We don't draw as well in the summer. There's some other tournaments in the area, so it's really hard to say why we got such a small field this time. Azrael, I don't think the COVID numbers are doing bad in Maryland. I'm not sure I've seen anybody in here wearing a mask. So
That 1 ball hangs up, so Joey will get a chance in this rack. Big chance too, because Rick needed to get out there.
Yes.
The only
And,
issue
I
here
just
is the
came
12
back.
ball.
Yeah, okay, so he is solids. I wasn't sure if the set had been determined since I just got back.
Yeah. Rick made the 2 in the side, and then set himself up there for the 1. I think Joe, you'll have to play the 11-15 combo to start his runoff here. I think it's one of his only shots unless he plays the 9 and follows the 1 in.
Yeah.
And that's what he's calling.
Yeah.
Which I think is a harder shot in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I had a shot very similar to this in my match, and I was not able to make it.
Well, the thing is,
He's
you have to hit the 1 dead
yes.
on,
Yeah.
or you don't get the 9. And then he weighed his options. He says the 9's the best one. Well, the thing is, he's gonna roll forward. I put him up by the top corner, so even if the 9 doesn't follow in, he's gonna have a hard shot.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
like
that. Now his only shot's the 3 ball.
Yes.
Or cutting the 4. I just saw that. So he's shooting a 3 here. I think he's playing with a touch of inside here.
Just realized I had the wrong tournament logo in the corner of the screen, so this is not the Maryland State Amateur 8-Ball Championship. This is just the Maryland State 8-Ball Championship. The Maryland State Amateur tournaments will be held at Chop Tank Bowling and Billiards in Cambridge, Maryland. I believe the 8-Ball is the 11th and 12th of September.
Sorry.
Okay, so Mike Soleil is joining us in the booth here.
Table 1. Tawan Chow and Amit Kumar, table 1.
We got Mikey Soleil in the booth with us now.
Yeah, I'm trying to see a good match over here.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I don't know if you're aware, you're also playing the winner of this match.
yeah, I know. Well, one of them is going to the loser side.
Yeah.
You could bet your ass on that.
Yeah.
Sorry, but that was a great match. I see they both playing tight. Rick should have got out this wreck. He broke the balls all was perfect. I was surprised that he missed.
So Joey will play the 15, come around for the 13.
Yeah. Yeah, he ain't got no problems over here.
Just to get back over for the 11.
I mean, he's gonna go what, 13, 14, 11, 10?
He could do that.
I mean, that's the only way I could. Well, he punched it. He can. You think he could punch this ball? Come back for the 11, Dylan, first?
I think he's a bit too straight to do that.
Yeah.
So I think you just have to roll the
Yeah.
13 in and play the 14
Yeah.
like this.
Uh-huh.
Now he's perfect angle.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
over to the 11.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yes.
Yep.
Table 4, Leroy Taylor, Dylan Spore. Table 4,
Good luck,
Leroy
Dylan.
Taylor,
Yeah,
Dylan
good luck,
Spore.
Dylan. Dylan will be leaving us as his match has just been called.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, wow.
well, he's still good. I don't know.
That ball really rolled.
Yeah, I think he still got it though, don't you?
He's still got it, but he's got some angle on the 10 now. So.
Yeah. Well, he just rolled the 10 ball.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't like rolling these balls. It gets tricky sometimes. Good shot.
He hit that really nice.
Yes, he did. Yeah, that was unfortunately, man. Rick should have got up there. I was surprised he missed that ball. Yeah, Rick is playing. He's not playing his game. He's playing a little tight.
So Joey takes the 4-2 lead,
Yeah.
and it will be Joey's break.
Yeah. I wish I got a break like these guys.
I think breaking was the only thing I did well in our match.
Yeah, you was breaking them really good, man. I wish I was. You broke a couple times, man. I was like, I wish my break was like that.
I got about 3 times as much weight to put behind my break as you do, so.
Wow. Rick gotta win this rack for sure.
Yeah. Get down 5-2 would be really difficult to come back from.
Alternated breaks, yeah, for sure.
Looks like Joey is switching shafts. I believe he did before that last rack. So
Yes.
just having trouble deciding which shaft he wants to use here.
Yeah. I'm wondering what kind of cue he shoot with.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell.
I believe Brian Jones won his match. Yeah. B. Jones. Oh man, look at this break right here, buddy.
Oh, wow.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't got no problem balls. All the balls going in the home.
You start with 14 here?
Yep.
Yep.
If the 7 wasn't there, I'd start with the 13. I mean, the 12. But the 7 is there. It's a big ball.
Yeah.
See, he started with the the 12. Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, I would start with it too, but that's because it's 7 there. I don't want to get stuck on a rail.
Right.
I mean, now he's gonna cut the 14 on the side.
Table 14, Jeff Ball, Rick Miller. Table 14, Jeff Ball and Rick Miller.
This match right here gotta get done fast.
Yeah. Well, that match took forever. So.
Took forever, yeah, I know. Wow, what a shot by Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah, now the rack is over. They just played 13. So we could play the 10, then the 9. He could do either or. 13, 11. Yep, great shot. Perfect, just to get down to the 9 or a 10, either or. I was trying to get down to the 9. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is perfect. Yep.
All right. So.
2. Yes, this one.
Okay,
Yeah.
with that 8 ball, Joey moves on to the hill.
Yeah, well,
It's up 5-2 on Rick.
yeah, there's nothing he could do about that rack. I mean,
Yeah.
shit, he broke the balls that perfect.
All right, so Rick's gonna have to come with something here if he
Yeah.
wants to stay in this match. All right, if you're enjoying the stream out there, please give us a like, share the stream, subscribe to
Table
our
6,
channel.
Brian Jones and Chris Funk. Table 6, Brian Jones and Chris Funk. Come and get your scorecard.
So yeah, subscribe to our channel. You'll get notifications when we go live in the future. If you're really enjoying the stream, there is information on donating to help keep the stream free in the ticker. Also in the description of the stream.
Oh, no. See, Rick is frustrated.
Yeah.
You could tell.
And Joey's running to the men's room real quick. So
Joe is going to take, I believe, high balls over here. He's going to try to start with the 9.
what do you do with the 15? That's
Huh?
the 15 here. That's the one question
Well, the
ball I
15
have.
goes over here.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
okay.
it's far.
Oh yeah, okay. From the other angle, it didn't look
Yeah.
like it did to me, but
Yeah. But that's the only trouble ball he got. I
yeah.
mean, if you get a ball, you could put the ball right there.
Take the 9, then the 14.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
put the ball between the 3 and the 9. You could just stun it over a little bit. I mean,
Yep.
the game should be over. And actually, the 15 in a perfect spot, you could move the 2 out the way. This way, you got 2. You know, the 8 ball goes in both corners like that. Not a bad field today. 41 players.
Yeah.
41 players, but strong.
Yes.
Got a lot of great players in here.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that. One.
All right. So Joey's back.
Yeah, Joe took a quick break. He got a ball in hand. He put the ball anywhere on the table playing BCA rules.
Grayson, there's a pinned comment with a link to the brackets. Also, there's a link on the Hill Productions Facebook page.
Oh, he could do that. He could play the 3 to
Playing
the
the
9.
9-3 combo.
I don't
3-9
like that.
combo, rather.
I don't
No, I
like that.
agree. I'm not a big fan of playing the combination here, but
He could play the 5. Yeah. I mean, either way, he's out.
hit that nice. Move the 2 to clear that corner
Yeah.
pocket for the 8.
I'll play the 11 first. Yeah, he could play that too, but wow, what I know, he's a better player. The 9, see, he had to come back. You know what I mean? If he didn't get on, he had to come back to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got a lot of work to do. I don't know if the 13 goes over here. The 13
I think
goes-
it does.
If it does, he's good. He might not get out over here. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Maybe it doesn't. He's cutting the 13 in the side.
No,
now.
he's lining it up. He's gonna play the 12, but he's just taking his time. But I'm just saying, like, you gotta do too much, man. I mean, you gotta avoid the one ball over here. You know what I mean? You gotta avoid a lot of stuff.
Okay, it must go because
Yeah, it must go there. Yeah, if it goes, yeah, it goes.
yeah, it just drift
I can't
across.
see. Yeah, I can't
towards
see
the,
it from here.
towards the top rail.
Good shot.
Yeah.
I like making it simple. Just play the 14, play on the side. Don't do nothing extra.
Yeah, it looks like that was what he was looking at. He came
Uh-huh.
over just to see where he wants to be for the side
Yeah.
pocket.
See, he's trying to go back to the corner. Perfect.
Yep. Right,
It's
so
perfect.
Joey will have this 8 ball for the match.
Yeah.
And there it is. Joey wins the match 6-2. You move on and face Mike Soleil on the winner's side, while Rick
To go to the
Scarlato moves
loser's
over to
side.
the one-loss side to play Dwayne Laub.
His